Hi there, this is Eric, and this is a fig called Lussheim. Apparently a German fig. I've had several ripen on the tree this year. The breba is, size-wise, is tiny, so I am gonna watch next year and see what the breba looks like. If they continue to be super small, I'm just gonna pull them off because it wasn't that good. The main crop is, it's a weird tree. It's interesting. Super thin skin. It starts to crack right away. And what happens is the figs themselves kind of grow outward. Kind of, let's say this is the branch. They kind of grow like this on a stem away from the branch, kind of perpendicular. And then as soon as they start to ripen, they all hang down like this, straight down. And then they start to swell. So it's pretty fascinating. They've handled the rain really well in terms of mold. I haven't had any mold. And they've continued to ripen in the cold pretty well, and they're extraordinarily sweet. I don't get any strawberry or vanilla flavor like what's been advertised on it, but my tree, this is the first year it's really fruited. It is in the ground, and it's going to ripen maybe 99% of what it produced this year. Not very many, it's not super productive, but you know, of the dozen or so figs, I think maybe one or two aren't going to have time to ripen. So that's really good. This looks a lot better than previous ones. They were a little bit dry, but we've had a lot of rain, and you can see how it wants to peel away from the pulp like that. Not a lot of color yet. I think once the tree gets older, it'll look better. But with as much rain as we're getting right now, a lot of the figs look really, really juicy. And that's common sense. So what I'm looking for right now on this is flavor. Is it going to be complex, or is it just going to be simple sweet? Yeah, it's just simple sweet, and honestly it's kind of washed out from all the rain, so that's unfortunate. I have other trees that are handling the rain really, really well with retaining their flavor. Smith retains its flavor incredibly well. So that's been a really good tree this year for the rain and the cold. I don't remember if I've done a video on Smith or not, but videos on Smith are out there. It's pretty well commonplace at this point. But it's a good fig, and mine that's in a pot does really well. The one that I have in the ground doesn't do jack. So anyway, Lussheim seems early enough. Interesting habit of ripening, hanging down, cracking skin. Seems like it needs a really long hang time, relatively speaking. From what you would think, from when it starts to turn down and crack on the skin to when it's actually ripe, it needs longer than what you would think it would need. Okay? All right. Anyway, but it does appear to be early enough to ripen a significant crop here in the Willamette Valley in the ground. All right. Take care.